guys, so today I'm doing the perfect palette tag. I don't think I was tagged by anyone, but I decided to do it anyways. So let's get to it. The first question, I'm just reading from my phone. First question, best packaging. And I'm actually waiting on it right now, but it's taking forever to get here, is the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, but I'm going to show you the original Vice palette. This one isn't as nice as the new one because it has just a material that you can see all the handprints and gets dirty. The other one can wipe down a bit better. But I love this palette because of how it opens. It just automatically opens like that. When you push the button, it just so gently glides open. It's amazing. The size is about the size of my palm, so it's not too big, not too small, and it has this gigantic mirror that you can actually use sitting it on your vanity or wherever because of the angle. It's just perfect. You can do your makeup in this mirror, so it's great packaging in my opinion. Best color payoff would have to go to my Z palette full of Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I have 13 eyeshadows and I do want to pick up more. They are just such great formula, just buttery smooth, blendable, great color payoff. This black is just the blackest black I have ever used in my life, and that was barely touching, and you can see that that is just insane. I'll just show you a couple others. Just crazy pigmentation, like that's just unbelievable. So if you have never tried Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I highly suggest you do. As you know, I'm a huge MAC eyeshadow junkie, but these are even better in my opinion, and they're cheaper. So really, these are a hit. Phenomenal pigmentation, absolutely amazing. Like there was no question when I thought about pigmentation, it was the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Most versatile goes to my MAC eyeshadow palette, and right now I don't have it full with my eyeshadows because I do plan on doing a MAC eyeshadow collection, and I just put them back in their original palettes, but I do put in all my favorite eyeshadows into this palette. I just have two right now, but it is the most versatile because I can really just pick and choose what I want in here on a daily basis. But I do keep mostly neutrals and colors I use most often, and it's just my perfect palette. So versatile. I can have color, I can have neutral shades, it's just perfect. So I love my MAC palette for that. Best for traveling would have to be my LORAC Pro palette, and I have traveled with this. I traveled to Cancun. The first time I actually tried out this palette, I brought it to Cancun with me. So I came up with a ton of looks when I was down there. I was there for a week, and you can create anything with the nudes, with shimmers. You have cool tone, warm tone, dark shades, light shades. It's just such a great palette for traveling with. You could create a daytime look, nighttime look, anything you want with this palette. So my perfect traveling palette, and I have used it to travel with, so it really attests to how great this is for traveling. Biggest regret, I don't really regret any of my palettes, really, to be honest, but if I had to choose, it was my Urban Decay, the Great and Powerful Oz palette, if I can open it. And it has really pretty shades in it. It's just, I don't typically wear colors too much, and they're very shiny, so I also like matte shades, so matte neutrals, and this really isn't that, so that's the only reason why I regret it. Best color names. Originally I thought it was funny to use the LORAC Pro again, which has like for the best names, white, cream, black, nude, like how original, right? But the best palette names has to be A Few of My Favorite Things by Too Faced. This is hands down the best. It was the first thing I thought of when I thought of this question. And that's because it's named after The Sound of Music, and that's one of my favorite movies, probably my favorite musical. I love that movie. You have whiskers on kittens, moon on their wings, cream-colored ponies, crisp apple strudel. It's just amazing. Like, those are the best names ever. Like, nothing can beat that to me. I just love that palette, just for the names alone. My least used palette would be my Sleek palette, and this is the Acid palette. and I find these impossible to get open. This is my least used palette only because look at the colors. Like, those are some crazy ass colors, like I said ass. I'm never gonna use like a neon green, yellow, orange, like these aren't my daily colors. That's why it's least used, just because of how vibrant they are. Not for lack of not wanting to use it, it's just too crazy on a day-to-day basis. My most used palette would have to be the Urban Decay Naked 3, and I know this just came out, but honestly, with all the palettes I have, I've never reached for one more than I have reached for this one. Like, this is the one I'll reach for every single day that I'm able to do makeup. It is just amazing. I've already created a bunch of looks for YouTube, but on a daily, it's just what I've been gravitating towards. I've probably used it already more than my other two palettes. Other two naked palettes. I love this palette so much, and if you can get your hands on it when it comes back in stock, definitely do. It's great for green eyes like me. I never thought I'd love rose tone pink eyeshadows as much as I do. It's just something I never really thought to use, and I'm obsessed with this palette. My most loved palette, I'm doing palettes because really, you gotta love these. They're my MAC eyeshadow palettes. You know, I love my MAC eyeshadows. This has taken me a long time to collect. I do want to film a video for you guys if you are interested in seeing my MAC eyeshadow palettes. It would really be bad if I dropped these right now. I've taken a great deal of time to organize them by color and everything. I've written all their names down. I can show you an example. They're just very loved. I really took my time to take care of these palettes, my eyeshadows and everything. I just love my MAC eyeshadows so much, so definitely my MAC palettes. I don't see how most used and most loved couldn't be Desert Island palette, so for my Desert Island palette, I'm just going to use an empty MAC palette because it has a bit of room in it and I can take other essentials other than eyeshadows, because really no one's going to be putting eyeshadows on a desert island. So let's use this palette for something other than eyeshadows because that's just impractical. Anyways, that's the end of the perfect palette tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. If you want me to do any more tags, leave them down below. I haven't really done too many tags on my channel, I don't think, so I actually really enjoyed doing this tag. It was fun to go through my palettes and kind of pick and choose ones for each of the categories. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you guys in my next video.